Hi there everyone, it's Marc Laurenson here from Sydney Astrology School, and this is episode number 3 in the North Node through the Sign series. And in this episode we're going to be talking about the North Node in the air signs. Now, air signs work between the ears. They're very cerebral, they work on a mental level, and they need lots and lots of movement. So let's talk about them. Let's talk about the 3 signs that go under the air banner, and they are Gemini and Libra and Aquarius. So if you have the North Node in any of those signs, well, this video is for you. So let's start with the North Node in Gemini. So if you have the North Node in Gemini, there is a real need this lifetime to head towards understanding life. And this is very, very different to the Sagittarius understanding where it came from with the South Node. This is a feeling of needing to be informed. This is a feeling of needing to know what is actually going on. And so it's about seeing what's actually there. It's about having an understanding of the information that's presented to you in what I would call maybe a logical way or a rational way. I find that Gemini, North Node in Gemini people love it when they have those aha moments, you know, when the penny drops and they can actually get it, they actually see what's happening. This is bouncing off the South Node from Sagittarius, of course. And so the Sagittarian South Node can often be caught up in dogma or doctrine or belief systems where questions aren't asked. It's just about having this kind of almost wide-eyed kind of faith. And I always find that the North Node in Gemini needs to have what I would call some kind of healthy skepticism, meaning I need to know really what's going on. I need to read between the lines. There's a feeling of I need to have my own mind. I need to be able to sit down and work this out for myself. That kind of thing is really important. So to have your own mind, to have your own voice, to have your own ideas, to actually see, as I said, what's going on around you and making sense of it is going to be super, super important for you. To stay inquisitive, to stay curious, to have a variety of ways of looking at things, all different perspectives coming from all different angles, and not necessarily judging any of them or coming to any conclusions, but just being able to be mentally stimulated by what's happening around you and by learning. I always think there is a need for lots and lots of movement with the Gemini North Node, a feeling of being able to, as I said, be able to be educated in many, many different areas, many different ways, and being able to pick up lots of information that you can use in your life for yourself, of course, but also as a tool to help others, possibly through some form of teaching or as the messenger of sorts, or passing on any kind of communicative information. That's going to be super, super important for you. And so if you have the North Node in Gemini, I just want to say for you, just hang out for those moments where you actually go, oh, I get that. I really get that. It makes a lot of sense to me. And those kind of moments are like, oh, precious. They're precious, precious, precious moments for you. Okay, so let's have a look at the North Node in Libra. Now, the North Node in Libra is basically about this lifetime, about heading towards, heading down a road of peace or equilibrium or harmony. It's basically around calming down. It's basically around finding some kind of relaxation, finding a sense of being able to come into a place where you can exhale, because it's coming from the South Node in Aries. And so when you're thinking about the South Node in Aries, you're thinking of the battler, you're thinking of the warrior, you're thinking of somebody possibly in situations where they had to fight or at least be challenged. And so this fighting energy now needs to be healed by this much more softer, more conducive, more relationship style energy. Now, if you've got the North Node in Libra, it's going to be really, really important for you, not necessarily to have relationships, like personal relationships. I mean, they will definitely be a part of it, but just coming into rapport with people, just having an understanding of being able to see their side of the situation, and be able to have a harmonious connection with somebody else. To see both sides of a situation, both sides of an argument or an issue is going to be really important, just rather than kind of just battling down one way or one end of the scale. Finding justice in life, anything to do with fairness, anything to do with equality, anything to do where you're trying to negotiate or bring something into some kind of equal situation is going to be very, very important for you as a Libra North Node. I want to say to bring some aesthetics into your life, to bring some beauty into your life, maybe even get into something creative or something artistic, especially with the eye arts, is going to be really, really important for you, because I feel the balance and the serenity that beauty and aesthetics can bring into your life could actually help you with the calming down effect. Again, I'm talking about people and relationships, not always in a boyfriend and girlfriend or boyfriend and boyfriend or girlfriend and girlfriend kind of way, but I'm just talking about being able to connect with somebody else on the level of sharing too, is going to be very, very important for you this lifetime with the North Node in Libra. Okay, so let's look at the North Node in the sign of Aquarius now. So if you have the North Node in Aquarius, I want to say there's a real need for you this lifetime to integrate a certain amount of freedom. And this is not necessarily the freedom of being able to do what you want to do in life, like go overseas or, be able to make your own choices. I mean, that's going to be part of it. But I mean, to be able to come into a place where you are free enough to be yourself, to be totally 100% authentic, 100% real. And that means to be able to accept yourself in a kind of a wacky way, to really embrace your differences, to really embrace parts of you that is a little bit left of center, embrace parts of you and approve of parts of you that aren't everybody's cup of tea, that kind of thing. It's about being real. And as I said, it bounces off, as I've said with the other signs, it bounces off their South Node. So here we're going to be talking about the South Node in Leo. The South Node in Leo tends to get a little bit caught up in needing to feel important or needing to feel that it matters, and it kind of thrives on attention or it thrives on validation or it thrives on approval, where the North Node in Aquarius moves past all that. It doesn't need all that. You even have to get to a point where you don't really care what other people think about you, because your authenticity, your realness, and your need to be 100% you becomes more important. There is also something about becoming part of a team or part of a group or part of a collective. If you've got the North Node in Aquarius, finding your people, having friends that you align with that are on the same page as you is going to be super important. To have a social conscience of sorts, to find projects or causes, or to be a spoke in the wheel for the wheel's sake, that kind of feeling where you're kind of part of something that is actually moving things forward. It's a very futuristic sign. It's a sign of being able to think in a forward way. So anything to do with innovation or invention is really important for you this lifetime. It's also really important for you this lifetime to feel that you can make a difference. They feel that you can actually change things more on a collective level than anything else. And so if you have the North Node in Aquarius, it's going to be super important for you this lifetime to have that level of freedom. So there we go. That's the three air signs, and I hope if you have got the North Node in either of those signs that this video was of some help for you.